Hi, it's Dan from co.uk. Today we're going to take a look at one of my favourite boats. It's an Arvor 280. This particular one was supplied by us new in 2017 and is actually the last one that was actually ever built from the factory in Poland. So let's take a look. Okay, let's take a look at Lady Jane. Now the 280s were produced from 2008 to 2017. What makes this one a bit special is that it was, as I mentioned before, the last one ever produced. This was due to the fact in 2017 that outboard boats became more popular, and of course this affected the inboard market, which was a real shame. So now we're at the back, you can see it comes with a good bathing platform, with a nice boarding ladder. This here is the auxiliary bracket. We'd recommend that you have something 6 to 8 horsepower long shaft. Recently we've just anti-fouled this boat and we've fitted new anodes to the trim tabs, rudders, prop. Let's take a look at the cockpit. So first thing you're going to notice is that the Arvor 280 has a very flat deck, which is obviously very important. That's the last thing you want to do, is to be tripping over anything. It's obviously self-draining as well, so any big waves that come over will come straight out the back of the platform. Okay, let's take a look on board. So another good feature on the Arvor 280 is the gunnels. As you can see, they're very high-sided, making it very safe out at sea. On the stern, to port and starboard, you have live bait tanks. The port one is aerated with a pump. The starboard one isn't, but ideal for putting ice in, and you could either put drinks in there or maybe when you filleted your fish. Nice rear locker here, so that you can use this for seating. We actually put deck washers in there. So this little handy locker here is just for any loose weights, hooks, in that case screws, but obviously quite a handy little compartment. Needs a bit of grease. This here is just the switch for the deck wash. Standard with teak benches, so you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 6 people can sit comfortably out on the deck. Nice high-sided rails, again for safety. Stainless steel rear door. Just under this locker here, or under this seat should I say, sorry, there's a gas locker. This one here is just an inspection hatch to get to the back of the boat for maybe like trim tabs, the rudders, and you've got a nice little shore power lead or connection point for your shore power. You've also got there a transom shower. This is fresh water only. Okay, let's take a look inside. So one thing you're going to notice straight away is how airy it looks with these big windows. We've also got a nice L-shaped seating arrangement here opposite the helm seat. And if we look over to the helm, got a nice chair fridge, and then these are your isolators for your batteries. So if we just take a step forward onto the helm, being the later model, the earlier ones came with cable throttles. This is the fly-by-wire system, which obviously is now fitted in quite a lot of boats. Standard clocks and gauges for oil pressure, fuel, temperatures, RPM. Comes with a nice bow thruster, Vetus. Just down on the side here you've got Lenco trim tabs, and this is your control unit for the Mercury throttles. So this allows you to put it in neutral into a troll mode. You've got a kill switch, port and starboard wipers, and as you'll just see in between here, as I mentioned, you've got Lenco electric trim tabs. You've also got a quick winch. On this side you've got the water gauge, holding tank and firebuoy system for the engine room. Just below here you've got 12-volt switches for things like bilge pumps, the GPS, fresh water, the lights, spotlights, and just the single switch there is just to empty the holding tank. Okay, so if we take a look up on the up head panel, you've got twin remotes for the spotlights. You've got a Lowrance 9-inch GPS plotter, a Lowrance Link 8 VHF, an Everspasher heating control, so it has a D2, runs off of the diesel tank. Right, let's take a look. Oh no, before I forget, we have another lovely feature. This is the side door. So rather than having to walk out the back like you would on a traditional wheelhouse and walk round, we can just slide this and then we can walk around, which is obviously a very neat feature. And then we look, now we're on the bow. Electric winch, so you've obviously got a controller at the helm, but also you've got foot controls on the bow. So if we just turn round, you'll see the two spotlights, and you can actually walk around both sides fairly comfortably. Also you've got an inspection hatch. Or more cabin hatch, I would say, not an inspection hatch. Now let's take a look inside. If you do like these unedited videos that we're currently doing, then please do subscribe and like. This is my first one, so I can only get better. Right, okay, let's step down. So what we've got here is a two-berth arrangement. There's an infill cushion that will sit here, as you can see the supports. If we step down, there is a small galley. So this will comprise of a freshwater system only and a single burner. If we then turn round, you'll notice here we have a 2-berth arrangement under the wheelhouse. Just inside here you'll see the infill cushion for this berth, forward berth, and then there's a table and leg. That actually goes here, here, or in the cockpit. And finally, a quick look at the toilet. Better than your standard toilet that you get on a fishing boat. You actually get a mirror. And as I say, this goes into a holding tank, and then this can be emptied by the helm. Okay, so let me now take you to the engine room. Let's take a quick look at the engine. So as standard, it's fitted with a Mercury 320 horsepower 6-cylinder diesel on a shaft drive, giving you 18 to 20 knots cruising with a maximum of about 25 knots. As standard, it comes with a 400 litre diesel tank, which is situated just at the back here with easy access. Ideal for fenders, life raft, plenty of space there. Okay, so if you'd like to know any more information about this Arvor 280, then please go on to www.boats.co.uk, or feel free to email us at sales@boats.co.uk. Thank you very much, and don't forget, hit the subscribe button and the like button.